Okay, listen, mom of 4, soon to be 5 speaking. I can't think of ratatouille, as in the dish, without thinking of the Disney movie that celebrates a rat's ability to pull off said dish. Of all the famous French dishes, few are as iconic as ratatouille. And my next guest is fire roasting this fancy French dish for a Frenchy and family-friendly dinner. Our friend Amy Richardson is joining me in the kitchen to share. Yeah, say ratatouille and I say movie.
Yeah, because of course we do.
We do.
But you know what? When you order it, it doesn't look like in the movie.
Oh.
They bring it out and it's kind of more like a stew or something. And I remember we ordered it at Disneyland and it came out all like kind of like chunks. And so I thought, I am going to master this to make it be the tower that it is
to make
in the movie.
Look like the
in the movie.
The movie
yes.
He builds up to make this fancy dish. So by definition, what is ratatouille?
Ratatouille, it's just basically like your 2 kind of squashes, an eggplant, and tomato sauce. But I added potatoes because I just love potatoes and I Americanized it a little bit.
Throwing in some French fries.
Yeah, right?
French fries.
Still.
No, hearty potatoes to give us some sustenance. I love how you've laid it all out in a beautiful French way for us to all see today. Is this really easy for the home cook to pull off?
Oh yes. In fact, this is basically something, I've done it so that you can either do it in your oven or you can do it in tinfoil dinners or put it on the grill.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, something kind of a fun activity for you and your family as maybe you're watching the Olympics or celebrating.
So this is just isn't a pretty television display. This could be like a build your own ratatouille
build your
bar.
own. And like some people might not like the yellow squash, so don't have the yellow squash, but you can put it all in there. And I made a homemade sauce that's super, super easy that can go with it. So
should we start with the sauce?
We can.
Let's start with the sauce.
Okay, because I thought how we don't want to spend so much time in the kitchen sauteing onions and all this stuff, and I thought, what could we do? So I bought this kind of tomatoes that's got sweet onions and garlic already in it.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to add a can of that, and then I really like this contadina sauce that's got a little bit of basil in it, but it's your basic tomato sauce.
Okay.
Okay, so then we're going to put into that a couple of teaspoons of sugar, because you want to put that in to bite the acidity that happens in tomatoes.
Would you just take a beat and tell me I absolutely can't make this sauce unless I have that blender? Just tell me.
I don't know.
Tell me I have to have this blender.
You probably have to have the, you got to talk to Mark.
So cute.
Say, I can't make any dinner without, or breakfast without this
Where did
blender.
you get that?
It's just was from Williams-Sonoma.
Oh my gosh.
And it's, I don't even know if they make them anymore in these colors. You can get them still in silver.
That's
but
so fun.
They're kind of a classic. Okay, then that's it. Okay, and while that's blending, we're just gonna put in some...
That's it? That's our sauce?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You're gonna put in your olive oil and you're gonna heat it up. But I was wondering, could you do this without actually cooking it? And you can.
Okay.
But I like the flavor, just it makes it a little bit more rich, and you cook it for just 5 minutes.
So it kind of simmers down and comes together.
Yeah, and I think when I tasted it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun and so yummy and so easy. And you could use it for pizza sauce. You could use it to put on top of like meatloaf or chicken
Amy.
or whatever.
Yes.
Now, I'm not bragging.
Listen, I'll brag for you. I brag about you.
So anyways, that's the sauce. So to assemble, okay, so this is basically what we're gonna make, like a little envelope of parchment or foil.
Okay.
Okay, like looks like this. Okay, so if you want to have that one, you can have that one already made.
She's pre-folded my pocket. I'm so spoiled.
Well, I wasn't going to. I thought we could do that, but then what if it didn't turn out?
AKA, what if I couldn't fold it the right way? Fine, we're friends.
Okay, so 2 sheets of foil or 2 sheets of parchment is good. And you're gonna just do it like this. This is like an old, I used to make these in church. It was like a little cup.
Oh yeah.
But I decided that this could be also for ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, so you're just gonna fold it over so you've got kind of like a nice end on the bottom. And then just a metal clip.
How do we stack? How do we layer? How do we stuff?
So start stacking. I like to start with the small pieces at the top.
Like lay it flat? Or?
I just open it. Yeah, I open it up. There's one way to open up where there's no pulley.
Is that it?
It looks kind of like that.
Okay.
Yep, and then just start with your zucchini in the bottom and put some in and put some of the yellow squash.
And this will all cook pretty evenly.
And then eggplant, which I don't know how you feel about eggplant.
I feel good.
How do you feel about eggplant?
I mean, I can count maybe on 2 hands the number of times I've eaten it, to be honest, but I feel good.
I've made it like twice in my life, but when I was cutting it, I was like, this is like kind of like sponge.
Okay.
It feels so spongy. Okay, so I saved the potatoes kind of for the end.
Okay.
So it gives it like a solid base, so when you tip it over.
Oh, it becomes your foundation.
It becomes kind of the foundation. foundation.
Your food foundation.
So then just add some herbs into it if you want.
Amazing.
And you can buy herbs de Provence, which is basically the same thing. It smells really good. It's got all the classic French. And then once you've got it all loaded in there, like we do,
yes,
you're gonna put on your tomato sauce.
Your homemade tomato sauce.
Homemade tomato sauce.
Amy Richardson specialty.
And you just kind of put it in, shake it down a little bit.
And then how do we cook this, Ames?
And then you're gonna just take it and you're gonna fold it over and you're gonna clip it again.
Okay.
And once we've got it clipped, you're just gonna either, you can do this with foil.
Mine's all saucy, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, I got some on me too.
Okay.
But you're gonna just bake it in your oven, or if you do it with foil, you can buy foil strips like this, and you can put those, or you can buy this parchment. It's so great because it already comes pre-cut and in the right size.
And cook it up until they're soft.
And cook it up until it's like 15 minutes is all.
Okay, here she comes.
And then, oh my gosh.
Mine's a little bigger.
That's so French.
And then...
So French. So then, like, I was kind of like, well, you have to take this is cooled a little bit. You've got to be a little tiny bit careful.
Yeah.
But you just kind of open it up.
And this is where we get the movie plate presentation.
I hope it works. Okay.
Cooperate, little
and then
Ratatouille.
You just kind of take your parchment paper off.
Oh my gosh, that's
and then
so
you've
fun.
got it. So that looks
Amy Richardson, everybody.
messy, but
Amy Richardson, a little parm on top, I see.
Yep, and I've got this great fun, you got to get one of these if you don't have it.
Yeah, you'll be
But,
cooler
you
than the
know,
waiters
you
at
gotta
Olive
have
Garden.
that, right?
I promised I wouldn't say Olive Garden in our French cooking segment.
It's okay.
Okay.
But, you know, I thought that is typical. We've all seen them, but everybody should have one because it makes it so wonderful.
Oh, Amy, beautiful.
Drizzle
Thank you.
it, all
Thank
done.
you. Okay, fantastic. Where can we get more food ideas from you?
Just follow me on Amy Parker Richardson.
Amy Parker Richardson on Instagram. We'll link you over. You should be following one of our favorite foodie friends, so be sure to click along. Thank you so much.
Thank you.